Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Let's see if we can figure this out. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna read this definition. Let's see. A person who is abs- what is it? Abstainly, abstetally, abstetally, or unreasonably attached to a belief, opinion, or faction, especially one who is prejudiced against agnostic agnostic towards a person or people on the basis of their membership of a particular group. Don't let a few small-minded bigots destroy the good image of the city. Let's see here. Let's see, what's the best definition of bigotry? The definition of bigotry is intolerance towards those who hold different opinions from oneself, according to the Oxford Dictionary. I, I was trying to. The reason I was looking because let's see here. You always hear that um they, they say that black people can't be prejudiced or that we can't be prejudiced, but I think you can be a bigot because prejudice comes from this I'm looking here. I don't know. I just want to learn the right. Uh, def- yeah. Let's see. See here. Prejudiced, showing an unreasonable dislike for something or someone. I remember somewhere they were saying about prejudice because those that are in power, meaning you know um, you can't be prejudiced because we are not uh, you know, we are not in power like Caucasians are or whatever. But you always hear black people say, I can't be prejudiced. Well, what are you? I guess are you bigot? Are you a bigot because you can't let something go? You think we spend we spent the last 100 years or whatever fighting for our freedom, so you can act like an idiot? I'm just saying, just why is it that it's okay for you to say it or you to do something, but you don't want somebody to be prejudiced against you? Do you see what I'm saying? Why? What makes it right? What makes it right for you to do it? What makes it right for you to, spew out hate? Well, it's been done to me. No, it still doesn't make it right. We got associate minister, reserve deacon, Mr. Terry Jones, and doesn't the Bible say, "Do unto others as you want done to yourself"? So literally, you want to spew, you want to be hated, you want to be hated. I'm trying to figure that out. Hate is hate. Exactly. Exactly. And I was just thinking about it because you got a whole bunch of, and I'm gonna get myself in trouble here. Um, you got a whole bunch of black women in the WNBA. Nobody was watching that that game last year. Nobody. And now you got you got this woman, this young lady, Caitlin Clark, is coming in there, and she is smashing records. She's bringing the team together. She's not doing a Michael Jordan holding on to the ball. She's bringing the team together. People are going crazy. They're actually watching the game, and you hate you were hating, and that they I mean they're literally trying to take the lady out. I wouldn't have it. I'd be fighting back. I'd come back and clothesline your line too. Let you know. But is you showing sportsmanlike conduct? Are you what are you doing? And you talking everything and not bringing up any. You see what I'm saying? We are so confused, and we think we don't want it done to ourselves. We don't want to be oppressed, but it's okay. We can say and do whatever the heck we want. You see what I'm saying? It's okay. We can say and do whatever the heck we want. So good morning, Mike's chaotic gardening. What's up, Charles? Yeah, I'm trying to figure this mess out because see, when people that are in authority know that they're about to lose their authority. Uh-oh. Right. The cord holding all the thing just fell over in the back. When people are in authority, they tend to do stuff to lose power. and they fight tooth and nail. That's why that's why people don't care what Trump has done. They don't want history to be made. They don't want common sense approach to stuff. Like, there's guys I like, don't get me wrong, I don't want y'all killing babies, but I got no I got no right to tell you anything about it. I got no right. But see, you got these people that are so fanatic about it. They even if a child is raped by incest, they like have the baby, have the baby. What? Really? I dated someone who was, I mean, years ago. Let's say that again. Years ago, I dated someone who said that they was a product of rape, and what the mother let done to that person was unbelievable. What the mother let it done to that person because they kept on seeing the rapist in that person. But they had the baby, and that person is so screwed up. And I'm in the picture thinking, I'm I'm so desperate for affection and love, and, I got decimated in the process. I got decimated. That was a poor life choice for me. I got obliterated. And like, comment, and subscribe, and see, and it goes over into, we was talking about yesterday. When you just want to be left alone, you just want to do your job. You just want to work. You just want to. You don't want all of the craziness. I just found out last night a family member, my stepmother, she never done nothing to me because I come from a blended family. My half brother, Derek, Renee, and Kevin, that's their mother. She passed away. Never did nothing to me. Nice person. But my sister, horrible. You know, um, she said some mean and cruel stuff before my mother passed to my mother. Tries to call me, and then your number's blocked. Your number's blocked, fool. you know, um, you get to the point at a certain age. Look, we don't want all this drama. We don't want all of this Medea's family, whatever. We don't want all of this. You get to the point where you even see it on TV. Like, I'm I'm not into sports, period, because my father thought I was going to be this sports superstar. Where he got that from? Still trying to figure out what crack it was he smoking. As clumsy as I was not good at nothing. No sport. But sometimes I watch it. I'm seeing, like in the WNBA, the basketball is smaller. Did you know that the basketball's smaller? And I'm watching. I'm like, wait a minute. Don't isn't it if you isn't walking? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it walking? Hey, blue chicken, welcome in. Isn't walking more than? Is it 3 steps or more than 3 steps? Because I be seeing them. They doing it all the time, and nobody's saying nothing. And I'm watching well, the frequent fouls. I mean, cross stuff you would see in wrestling, and nobody's seeing this. And see, in the mail on the male side, you do that to somebody, he coming back and taking your head off. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You, you see what I'm talking about? But you know, and another thing is, when you're so set on one idea or one, I ain't even going. I don't want to get canceled. I don't even go on to the LGBTQ element of P crowd where they saying cis, like a cis, called cis males and cis females, and you're just making up new names because you want to put a dress on. Well, I'm not telling you not to. Do you? But don't get mad at me if I don't appreciate it. That's just my opinion. Don't get mad at me. You you got the right to do whatever you want. Don't get mad at me. You know, they got boxers, men boxing women, boxing women. And there's one dude, and they say he was born a dude. And I'm looking like, what mutant you? What mutant? He hit that woman or whatever, hit that one woman in the boxing, and she's like, no, I'm not. I'm done. And she can see it. Hit him once. No, 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 player. I'm done. Yeah, they said that's an actual female, but are you sure? I'm done. You just look at him, you're like, nah, that's not no born female. Yeah, okay. We can agree to disagree. I'm just saying. I'm like, uh-uh. It, okay, all right. See, I'm gonna get in trouble because I was watching this yesterday. This woman knocked the bejesus out of this dude, knocked his glasses off and everything. What would you do? And Blue Chicken asked this question: if a woman kicked you in the nuts, first of all, if she kicked me in the nuts and made good by it, there's nothing you can't do. You can be on the floor crying and screaming because it's just nothing you can do. But see, I come from I was in a very abusive marriage, very abusive because I let my first wife get away with anything and everything. I just wanted peace. And she would get so close in my face like this. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story. Um, when I was in the Navy, we was on a when I was in the Navy, we was on in military housing on sub base in Groton, Connecticut. Groton. And me and my first wife got into an argument. And she grabbed an empty 40, because that's in them days, because I was in my early 20s. She jumped they they I was it was an empty 40 ounces, probably Colt 45 or Old English, because I was in my 20s. I used to drink piss water. She grabbed the bottle, broke it on the counter, and was coming at me with the bottle. So I grabbed a chair to keep her away from me. And then she went in, she went on the phone and dialed 911 and then hung up. She's coming at me with this thing. And I don't even remember what the argument was. She's coming at me. And before that, she dialed 911 and then hung up. And then grabbed a butcher knife and was gonna come at me with the butcher knife. And then, I'm keeping a chair between us, telling her to put this mess down, stop being an F blank and blah blah blah. Next thing, literally 2, 3 minutes later, someone's banging on the door. I open the door. It's military police. What's going on? Nothing, sir. Having an argument, trying to calm it down. They come in, they see the broken glass. They see the broken glass and say, "Who did that?" I go, "She did." They see the knife, the French knife. Who had the knife? She did. The next thing you know, they got me in handcuffs and put me in the back of a patrol car. See, in military housing, you do that, you dial 911 to hang up, they coming straight to your house. From that day forward, and I had to go through anger management. I had to go through anger management. Guys in this class and counseling was getting their ass AZZ whooped by their woman. And I'm looking at them like, what the heck is going on here? And I said, I don't need to be here. She was trying to hurt me. I was just trying to prevent it. I grew up in a house where my father would beat on my mother. I didn't like it. And I thought I chose better. I'm always telling you guys about choosing the right mate and stuff like that. I thought I chose better, but I did. I was trying to find my way. I was trying to find my way in life in the whole 9 yards. I was trying to find my way. I didn't. I didn't choose right. So that's the background to years later, because I'm trying to ask if I'm trying to answer Blue Chicken. I said all that to answer Blue Chicken's question. And I remember an argument was said by the same person. We've been married for a long time, and they came at me. I think with the same dull French knife that they did years earlier on the military base. Same dull French knife. And they were coming down the stairs, and I said, "Why are you grabbing a knife? This is just an argument." And my son was following him with a ninja sword that I had. He was a little child, and I snatched that from him. I said, "Do you see me hitting your mother? Did you ever see me raise a hand to this woman? But this fool wants to hurt me. Do you see that?" And he didn't say nothing. I said, "Take your behind upstairs." Then I looked at her. I said, "Put that knife down." And she started coming towards it. I said, "If you move 1 more inch, I'm gonna take that knife from you and I'm gonna break your daggone arm. This is for entertainment purposes only, you two. I'm gonna break your arm." Then I looked up and said, "Let me leave." And I said, "I'll leave." See, no one needs to go through that. You asked that question, would you do something like no one needs to go through that. But see, you get a lot of women because the man doesn't want to do that. Doesn't grew up watching that. You grew up watching that hurt. Grew up watching that pain. I could have added. I could have added to it. I could have added to it and continued the pain. I could continue the process because you was showing male tendencies. And when you want to act like a man, you're gonna catch a man that's gonna treat you like a man. You want to have testosterone, you're gonna catch someone that's got more testosterone than you got. Remember that. Well, guess what? But blue chicken, guess what? And I'm gonna say this. This, this is not gonna be acceptable and accepted. But African American women here in the United States, being polite and treating them polite and treating them with respect and giving them love and affection is a no-no. Is a no-no. Tell me that ain't stupid. You a punk, or you a simp, and I'm walk all over you, and they just try to test the waters. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm not saying all. Let me. I don't know if I said all African men. Let me redo. Let me retract that. A lot of them, the idiots. No, I'm saying not my woman. I was talking about my first wife. I'm not talking about the one over there. The one that's asleep. They got some sense. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Urban, but a whole lot of them. And I made bad choices. A lot of them that I dated, you portray this and you get in men's face and you think you can say and do anything. No, Mike, I'm having flashback. It's called flashback. Yeah, and guess what? I'm doing something that a lot of women don't want to ever say, don't ever want to admit. I made a mistake. I chose wrong. I made a mistake. I chose wrong. That's why every chance I get, I say thank you to this one. I just realized the other day we've been together 10 years. We're going on 10 years in April. Jesus, and it's like a honeymoon. I never felt like this ever. Oh, see, blue chicken. We missed you. We missed you. We missed you because you got jokes this morning, but that's all right. And see, we started the conversation this morning with bigoted and prejudice. You know, just because I have a difference of opinion doesn't mean that I am effed up and I need violence thrown upon me. I can just be an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I could just be an idiot. Good morning, Jeremy and Cheryl Cruise Adventures. Y'all check them out. They uh they do a talk show also Monday through Friday at 1 hour about cruising, and it's very very enjoyable. It's very enjoyable. Hey, and they actually, if you want, they also ask you cruise coordinators or what the cruise uh, they can book a cruise for you. Show them some love, guys. Look, the white chickens treat me bad because I'm blue. Bro, it happened. I've been treated like look, I'm no spring chicken. I'm not all that, but she thinks I am. That's all I care about. But people think just because you light skinned, just because I got green eyes or hazel eyes, that I think my stuff don't stink. I know my stuff stink because we got stinky booty confessions. But we and hold up. We got wellness for Frugal Baba. Feeling better. Uh 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 We can actually hear the sounds. Good morning, welcome in. Again, we and see if I could just get you any of y'all to understand. We all make mistakes. We all screw up. Just admit it. Just say you did. I talk about my past because I made mistakes. I screwed up. Refrain font taking down. Well, I don't feel I'm all that. No, and I don't ever want to because when you think you all that, someone gonna come along. Someone gonna come along and knock you down a few pegs. I work so hard to get my self esteem from way down there to at least eye level. I'm not trying to get a beat down. I'm not trying to get beat down. And I'm not trying to beat any of you down. We just talking here. We just talking. See, because everybody's so used to having their way. There's a video, and they have these brothers that they're smooth talking, but they stay on point. One lady was uh, said that she didn't want to be with this guy because he was short. Everybody wants this guy 6 foot and taller, but she didn't want to be with him. But the guy, he added, he says, "Well, ma'am, what about your weight?" She said, "Well, I didn't say nothing about the man's personality, just that he was short." He said, "But what about your weight? Some guys would look at you and not want to be with you." And she started crying because she couldn't take that. She said, "But I didn't say nothing." She said, "But you called him short. What about you?" Somebody's always going to come along and knock you down a few pegs. Are you prepared for that? Are you prepared for the damage that it might cause you? Get you. Oh no, no. The people I got, they. Let's see here. You got. Let's see here. See, first of all. social minister be letting us have it with the with that busted knowledge. And he says, you must remember an experience is a failure if you didn't learn anything from it. Just like we have a lot of homesteaders and people that plant. You didn't get that plant green on the first go. You didn't get that plant purple on the first go. You didn't bring those plants inside on the first go and didn't have problems. You didn't have the gnats and the bugs and everything taking over your living room or your garage. You didn't have that on the first go, did you? Or the second go. You see what I'm saying? Yes, you did. Look, but see, everybody thinks everybody look. Charles Tate, some 10 years ago, when me and him started conversating, hanging around, can tell you like, oh my god, I have to listen to happy music before I talk to this fool. Uh, He's like, oh my god. Maybe see, you guys think I'm talking down. When I talk down to myself, just trust me. 10 years ago, Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not mad or hurt that you guys think I'm talking. I'm not. Trust me. About 10 years ago, you'd have been like, "Oh my god, this man needs he needs some antidepressants. He needs Valium. He needs some counseling." You know, from a psychologist and a psychiatrist. There's a difference. A psychologist is all about the psychiatrist. No, it's the way I deal with things that might be different and y'all not used to it. So like when something is going wrong and I need to be corrected and I correct myself, I say to myself, "Hey, stupid, don't do that." Oh, you're right. I ain't doing that. But I promise you, 10 years ago, I had a dark cloud over my. It's like something out of anime where you just see like a dark cloud follow me and black dark bags under my eyes, and it was horrible, man. I'm telling you, and this where I'm telling talk when I way I talk about myself. This is fantastic because like I said, I believe pride cometh before a fall. I don't want to fall no more. I'd rather be this person that I am right now than the person that I was. And trust me, I believe in my self esteem. I believe in myself. Charles will tell you, but I also believe in certain things. I believe that you're not gonna raise your hand to me. You're not gonna be abusive to me because guess what? I'm not gonna be abusive to you. I even apologize, and when I apologize when I know I ain't wrong. I learned that from someone who's married, what, 20, 30 years. I apologize when I know I ain't wrong. And I take that. But see, you gotta understand, I'm also an empath, an emotional, an emotional empath, which is I absorb other people's emotions. So that is a hard life to live. That's why a lot of times I stay to myself because I'm in public. I pick up on things, and it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy, and I go from 0 to 100 really quick. So I avoid confrontation. I avoid stuff. But if you keep pushing me and pushing me, you gonna catch the wrong person. You know what I mean? We got to post that one. I needed that one. Good morning, Tamika Davis. No, no, no. You don't have to see, but this is short. I can't remember. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna repost it. And this comes from this Buddhist monk, a monk from Pakistan or whatever. And he busts knowledge. He says, and one of the things after he says apologizing when you know you're right means you're married. And I was like, oh my God, that's me. Oh man. But everyone that's where we come in. We could agree. Everyone can agree to disagree, but you got to learn from, you learn from the trials and tribulations, and we use that as an example. I learned I was wanted to do some plugging yesterday. uh, I got to stop picking up stuff, but I got some plugs in the backyard that have stretched out too far. I said, I started digging them up and seeing if it was heavy or whatever, and moved them to the front of the yard and put them there because they're green. These plugs are nice and green. The ones that I would have had to make or whatever, or half dead and so forth, and then they don't come back right. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They don't come back right. Um, but and I'm learning. I'm learning. So why go spend $20 for something? Then I can't lift it up because it's a big roll of sod. But I can get one little piece of a plug about that big, dig it out slowly. No, no, and ain't supposed to be lifting heavy stuff. And I'm learning. With anything, with your attitude, with your perception, with your dealings, uh with just life itself. I learn every once in a while. My wife, the one I'm married to right now, I just every once in a while, honey, I appreciate you, and it comes at just the right time. A week ago, I went and bought her, took her some flowers to work, just to say thank you for being with me, being a part of my life, whatever. There's nobody perfect. Everybody wants to be perfect. There's no one perfect. You're not perfect, but you can be perfect for the right person. And oh, you know what? Wait a minute. I'm gonna ask you. I'll ask you just like a. These blue chickens in a certain mood this morning. They were taking backseats. How's the peach tree. You know what? Um I'm starting to see new branches come off that are coming off. So it is starting to recover. Not starting, it is recovering. They're both recovering. So I just been leaving them alone. I ain't trying to do nothing to them. I just been leaving them alone because you know I didn't want the apples. The apples got decimated. I backed over two of them. One just happened to be out of the watering range. I didn't realize it. So we'll see next year if it even even buds. And I got one that uh I got two left. We'll just see if they had two little, three little buds on the top of it. See if they survive. Let's see. First of all, first of all, breakdancing ain't no sport. That's just my opinion. I'm sticking to it. It's been around for a long time. You got people they if you're going to do that, you need to be the ones that you see in these TikTok videos where they have the dance competitions all over the freaking world when they're flipping and doing all this crazy stuff, you know. But it's not a sport. That was one of the ways back in the day that crews challenge other people to show you that we are the best at this, or popping and locking and all of that stuff. That we were the best in a non-violent way. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. And you can be the best person that you can be in your way, and you don't see a lot of times when people say, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm, and you can't tell me any better. You're delusional. You're delusional. And half of us think that we're tens, and you don't give yourself the number. Someone else gives it to you. Just so you know. Just so you know. And again, I'm not talking down on myself. I think I am a strong five, but my wife thinks I'm a 10. I don't care. I don't care because I believe in myself. And I say that to say, uh, no. Okay, what you born with? What's your lawnmower, bro? Because the seasons have changed. I was I was going to start. I was going to start growing some winter grass, but then my lawn service came in and dropped some pre and post emergent. All I see, I dropped like a week prior. It was a waste. I said, man, oh man. But I needed somebody to keep up with my pre and post emergent so I can get all this stuff out of my lawn. Yeah, you ain't messed up nothing, bro. You ain't messed up nothing. You just made it funny. Look, Blue Chicken, you always welcome. You always welcome on this channel. No problem. You know, no problem, brother. I say the stuff I say. So maybe that it would help someone to be real with yourself, to be real with your situation, because other people will mention something about you and you'll catch it. You know, something was said about me and a response was made. Oh no, you got that wrong. You got that wrong about him. He is a yes, he's nice. Yeah, he talks all smack, but d- when you mess up, go ahead, grab his wife. Go do something. And you'll see a demon come out. Don't do it. I'm like, oh snap, homie know me. I watched so much violence in my younger years. I don't like it. I don't want to be violent. I want to be happy, goofy. I want to be. I'm good in my skin. I understand. No, I understand, blue chicken. You good? Well, you what? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you always welcome here, man. And that's the thing. You guys are always welcome. You guys are much appreciated because, again, I look because of my situation, because of my family, because of my life, because of all the stuff I went through. This is how I cope. Today is the day I start my fast. I gotta clean this daggone system out. I gotta clean my system out because I gotta get back to work. Gotta get back to work. Uh, you know, we gotta reset the system. Let's see if I just gonna get the clippers out and shave all this off. I look like a hot boo boo mess. I look like a hot boo boo mess. But however you learn how to cope, however you learn how to deal with life's infractions, life's ups and downs. If you think that I'm this, I'm that, more power to you. But I like to stay humble. I like to be appreciative of everything and anything because I don't want the smoke. I can bring it, but I don't want it. I'm happy with that. When I do bring the smoke, a certain person, a certain moderator calls me later on and says, "Hey, you said something about this. What's the matter?" Nothing. I'll get the smoke. See, you think, Urban? You think look? I get the smoke. I'll get the smoke. I'll get the smoke. Trust me. Hey, Mike. I don't know if you noticed the comments, but I ran your channel for a good. I didn't want to say it on your channel. I ran your channel for a good 6 hours. It said play all on the computer. And I said, well, I, 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 I hit the button and it just kept on playing. So I was going outside doing something. I came back in. I left the comment, going back outside, coming back in, left it, either left another comment. It kept on going. I'm back. I'm back. Because to let you know, I appreciate you, Mike, Urban. Blue Chicken's back. Keep coming back, bruh. Um, Minister, Associate Minister, Reserve Deacon. You guys. Tamika Davis always shows up. Wellness and Fruka Mama. Oldest host. That you guys, I appreciate you. Y'all don't have to come listen to my foolishness. But see, when you check yourself, like I do often, you can always say, "Wait a minute, I got a problem in this situation. I got a problem in that situation." Because when you become better, and you strive to be better, you can you'll be better for everyone around you. You'll be better for everyone around you. And what's wrong with that? Nothing. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that because you learn and you level up, just like like a video game. You level up. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, guys, we're gonna shut down. Say thank you for coming in. Thank you for being a part of this live, and we appreciate you coming up next. Wellness for Fuga Mama. Get your workout. Get your get your workout on. Pump it. Pump that. Pump that blood. Pump that blood. Pump that blood. Burn that fat. Burn that fat. Burn that fat. Don't be fat. Don't be fat. Don't be fat. Fat is the devil. Don't be a big bag. Big bag, big bag. Don't be a big bag. And as always, if you don't think no one loves you, then I know that I love you. God loves you too. You know, be the best that you can be, the best person you can be. Don't be an a-hole, but be better than you was yesterday. You guys have a blessed day. See you tomorrow. Big back.